What's up? It's your boy Karceno, man, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now, I'm sitting here thinking about the pajama suit guy. I just got through talking to my buddy early this morning while he's getting dressed to go to work. He was, man, the funniest thing I've heard today, man. You made my day, the pajama suit guy. I was like, yeah. There was a guy who went into business because we were talking about the guy who made his prison clothes. That's how this came in. The guy who was a designer before he went to jail. Then he started using the materials that was in the prison to design his own clothing line. I'm quite sure you've heard of him, right? Well, anyway, there's a guy called the pajama suit guy. He had an idea in 1985 to make a suit out of pajamas material. So that way, when you go out, you can, party in your suit and you can go to sleep in it. The inside of it was like made like a suit. It was designed where you could wear it to a party. If you get up in the morning and you don't feel like putting on any clothes and you got to run to the store, you're basically in a suit. So you're always dressed for no matter the occasion. The pajama suit guy. And Pajama Suit Man was 100% definitely on the level. He was determined. He went to California to go pitch his ideas. This was 1987. Okay? When we met Pajama Guy, he said he had the idea since 85. Pajama Man said, you know what? This is going to hit. We're going to take this to a whole nother level. So he started showing people his suits and tried to get people to model his suits. So he tried to get my mom to model one of these pajama suits. She wasn't going for that. My mom wasn't, no. I'm like, you got the wrong one. You better get somebody stupid. So my mom wouldn't do it. I was a little kid at this time. The lady 2 houses down, she started modeling these suits. And those little Polaroids, snapped them, had them out. He put the paper clip on there, had his proposal on what he needed and how it was so cheap to make, and he can make hundreds of these things. So Pajama Suit Guy was ready. So Pajama Suit Man went and met with Reginald Hudlin, who's a movie maker. He went there to pitch his idea. Mr. Hudlin was there producing or pitching an idea for a movie. And the movie was called House Party. And he looked at these, and he was talking again about the pajama suits. So the pajama suit was this, the pajama suit is that. So naturally, Mr. Hudlin him and his brother was impressed with the pajama suit guy and said, hey, we're going to go and, get you a little store outlet. So he had a little outlet store in California, and they came out with a movie called House Party. And House Party had came out in like 1990 and did wonders. Right? Then came House Party Part 2. And when House Party 2 came out, that's when you saw all that guy's clothing. And he made those suits popular, those pajama suits. that people wear today. Pajama Suit Man, who was from Chicago. No, that ain't him. Who's from Chicago. Everybody laughed at him. And his suits were in the movie House Party 2, The Pajama Jammy Jam. And what did you see? You seen pajamas that were made like suits. Play wore one. They wore the pajama suits. So the pajama suit guy made those suits. And he made one for kid where it looked like you could wear it out to the club and party and still go to bed. Play's was designed more like a smoking jacket with pants that went with it. The pajama suits. It was a pajama jammy jam. That's what they called it. Based on the artwork of the pajama guy. But what you guys didn't know is that clothing line was hit for the whole year, 2-3 years. Everybody was wearing those type of pajamas outside. Then they had the Hello Kitties. It made in that type of format. The pajama guy, he made $3.5 million in 6 months. Once the movie dropped. That was big money for the 90s. From an independent guy from Chicago who can design those suits. And came up with the concept behind the design. But the next year, though, he got bootlegged. And when I say bootleg, I mean bootleg. Hoodwink. Bamboozled. Ran amok, ran astray. What they did to him was take his idea, like they do everything else, and somebody else started doing it and selling it on the black market. So now what stuff that's not his is being sold on the streets for less. So when he found out how much of his profit is getting chewed into, he's not even making $100,000 anymore a year. The demands for the suit started to dissipate. After like 2-3 years, he was trying to get these guys that was bootlegging him, some low-end Chinese people down there in California who was selling it, had it at the flea market. He went crazy. He saw what was happening. He wasn't happy about it, so he went crazy and started tearing into stuff, you know? He went there, he saw what they was doing with his product, and he just went ham and started tearing stuff down. So Pajama Suit Guy, I don't know what he moved on to, but I know he tried to come up with hats and come up with some new ideas and get it trademarked, some type of special hats. He had one hat where the bill go one way and the bill go front and back. It was like 2 fronts on the hats. He had a bunch of ideas. Then he was going to come out with the 4-way hat. He's like, I'm going to have a 2-way hat and I'm going to come out with a 4-way hat with 4 bills on it. I'm like, 4 bills on the hat? Yup, and each side got a front. So one day you want to wear it on this side, one day you wear it on this side. I'm going to get Major League Baseball football. I'm gonna get a contract with them, and then you can get like, say you got 3-4 teams you like. You can get on this side, you got like Dolphins, you got like 49ers, and then you got like the Patriots over here. It's gonna be 4 sides. I said, man, no way in hell. No sports organization would license that, because now you're cross branding between 2 teams, and they're not gonna go for it. But unless you go, know that the clothing business is a very difficult business to get into. You got to have it locked down. You see the hell Kanye West went into? He went bankrupt. He went bankrupt. He lost all his record money in this clothing line. And now he got Adidas backing him up with the Yeezy shoes. The clothing line, ain't nobody giving a damn about that. Them shoes are saving his ass. If he was smart, he would ditch them doggone shirts. Well, Nike dropped the ball on the Yeezys. Adidas knew just what to do with them. Because see, that now it's bridging over to the blacks. Black folks weren't rocking no Yeezys. It was mostly teenage white folks. They wanted to rock the Yeezys. And they were buying the Yeezys. They loved them style of shoes. So they were paying that money. Then next thing you know, the brothers started paying them. So Adidas is coming up. Like we making all this money. We can get Kanye a big contract. But what's going to happen is Kanye going to piss so many people off that people going to be like, man, what you doing messing with Ye? We don't mess with Ye over here. Pajama suit guy, man. And what's happening is that these pajama-like suits are starting to come back around. You starting to see people rock these pajama suits again. So pajama suit, man, that's what I'm saying. It's right back around. People now, the pajama suits will be right back on hit. All you need to do is get back involved. Pajama suit, man. He probably out there still making suits. I don't know what's going on. They not letting notifications go through or nothing. I'm not getting no comments. It might be the phone. It might be the reception. I don't know. They're a bit sketchy. Let me get up